So here's the sharp junction marking guidelines and a few examples of how to do that. So I had actually filmed it up in the woods, but it went on hyperlapse. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of a domestic junction here in my own driveway, but I hope the point comes through. So obviously the goal always here is that people don't run right past this sharp left turn. As I said, normally the operating principle is that we try and mark only the junction that people are actually going down. So normally, as you can see, because this is quite a sharp turn, the moment people run past this, if they look to the left, they'll see the markers. Now you can see there's a few problems here. One is that flag at the back, if you see here, is only really visible from here. Right? So that might not be the best position or use of that flag. So instead here, it would probably be better just to have more than one streamer. Now there is, as you move down this way, you see the second ribbon, and you also see the flag, and that's enough to affirm that okay, now we're going in the right direction. So that's the main purpose of this and this here. Okay, but it would still be good if this flag was placed so that we could actually see it better from up in this junction here. Now, why have I then put these three flags leading into it? Because, as I said, generally the principle for us is that we want to only mark the actual path we're going on. So for instance, one thing that we could do here, if that orange streamer that you see on the far side, if I had placed that a bit too far up, it might give someone the wrong idea that they need to continue straight ahead. So generally it's best to only put the markers on the inside of a bend, and only put it on the outside when it's far enough down that it's clear to people that is not an indication to go straight, and when it's clearly helpful, you know, to establish more of a line of sight, because sometimes the inside bend mightn't have any, maybe there's nothing you can attach it to, maybe there's a lot of obstruction so people can't see clearly. So the reason why we have here these a line of flags leading in is because this bend is so sharp that we say a lot of people might simply not even notice that there is a path there. And because this is a driveway, it's a little bit of a fake example, but the junction I was looking at up at Loch Tay was much sharper, so actually you could barely see it as you run past it. So in those cases, whenever you have a junction like that, it's helpful just to put either a row of ribbons or flags that draw attention on the left, and then you see the rest. So that's the basic principle of it. If you do run out of the ribbons, simply pull 2 arm lengths worth of barrier tape and thread it through the little clips. So I will give everybody a handful of the little metal clips that these are attached with, so that you can simply thread the barrier tape through, and then you can attach that as a replacement, and we shouldn't have any risk then of you having to undermark. So see, just these little clips here, the ribbons are tied through, but you can simply thread through these top holes the barrier tape, and then you clip it on, always on the branch. If you clip it on a leaf, most likely it'll actually fall off. And similar for the demarkers, even on something quite hostile like this, it's fairly easy to just take it off. So I hope that kind of clarifies it. And any other questions, of course, you can take with me directly. So good luck with the marking.